Howdy folks, back again with another edition of Brad's Bad Bets. Today we'll be covering week 4 of the NCAA. You have to log on to Brad's Bad Bets on YouTube to get all my picks and find out who I'm actually putting my money on and where my wagers are going. Without further ado, let's get started at week 4 NCAA. I'm taking Maryland at home, giving up 17.5 against Villanova. Over 43.5. I like West Virginia at home, minus 1.5 against Kansas, under 56.5. I'm taking Army at home, giving up 7 against Rice, over 44. Taking NC State plus 18.5 at Clemson, over 44. I like James Madison plus 10.5 at North Carolina, under 48.5. I like Ohio State minus 40 against Marshall at Ohio State, over 52.5. I am taking Houston on the road plus 3.5 at Cincinnati, under 48. I like Mississippi State at home plus 6.5 against Florida, over 58.5. I'm taking Indiana at home, giving up 28.5 against Charlotte, under 50. I like Tulane hitting the road, giving up 1.5 at Louisiana Lafayette, under 53.5. I like Kentucky at home, minus 19.5 at against Ohio, over 42.5. I'm taking Central Michigan at home, giving up 6.5 against Ball State, under 51.5. Coastal Carolina at home, plus 3.5 against Virginia, under 53.5. I like the Iowa State Cyclones, giving up 21 against Arkansas State at Iowa State, under 53.5. Temple at home plus 6.5 against Utah State, under 53.5. I like Eastern Michigan at home, giving up 24 against Stephen F. Austin, over 44.5. Taking Jacksonville State at home minus 6 against Southern Miss, over 59.5. Nevada at home minus 9.5 against Eastern Washington, under 55.5. Central Connecticut hits the road plus 19.5 at UMass, under 52.5. Taking USC minus 4.5 at the Big House, over 44. Arizona State hitting the road, getting 3.5 at Texas Tech, under 58.5. I like Memphis giving up 9.5 at Navy, over 49.5. I'm taking UCLA plus 21.5 at LSU, over 56.5. Penn State giving up a huge 48.5 at home against Kent, over 55.5. Notre Dame minus 27.5 at home against Miami of Ohio, over 43.5. I like Northern Illinois at home, giving up 13.5 against Buffalo, under 43.5. Georgia Tech plus 10 at Louisville, under 57. Rutgers going to Virginia Tech plus 3.5, under 44.5. Texas San Antonio at home, giving up 35.5 to Houston Christian, plus over 54. Auburn at home, giving up 2.5 to Arkansas, under 56.5. Pitt at home, minus 25.5 against Youngstown State, under 62. Duke hitting the road, giving up 14.5 at Middle Tennessee State, under 51.5. Oklahoma State at home, plus 1 against Utah, over 53.5. Missouri at home, giving up 20.5 against Vanderbilt, over 52.5. SMU plus 2.5 at home, TCU, over 59. Colorado State at home, giving up 9.5 against Texas El Paso, under 49.5. Liberty at home, giving up 7.5 against East Carolina, under 54.5. Florida International at home, minus 13.5 against Monmouth, under 58.5. Tulsa plus 3 on the road at La Tech, under 57.5. North Texas at home, giving up 7 to Wyoming, under 56. Washington at home, giving up 11.5 against Northwestern over 42.5. Florida Atlantic plus 1.5 at UConn over 45.5. Cal hitting the road plus 2.5 at the dumpster fire that is Florida State over 44.5. Miami giving up 17 against South Florida under 65. Florida A&M plus 21.5 at Troy under 49.5. Sam Houston at home giving up 16.5 against New Mexico State over 44.5. Toledo minus 2.5 at Western Kentucky under 60. Texas A&M at home minus 22.5 against Bowling Green under 51.5. I like Tennessee hitting the road, giving up 7 at Oklahoma under 57.5. Taking South Carolina at home, giving up a huge 26.5 against Arkansas over 41.5. I'm taking the Hawks minus 2.5 at Minnesota over 35.5. I'm taking the over once again in the Iowa game. Those of you who aren't paying attention, the Hawks have had 3 games this year. The over has hit 3 times. Ole Miss at home, giving up 35.5 against Georgia Southern over 69. Michigan State plus 6 at Boston College under 45.5. Texas laying a huge 44.5 at home, but they're playing Louisiana Monroe over 52.5. I like Colorado at home, giving up 1.5 to Baylor over 51.5. Oregon State at home minus 3.5 against Purdue over 50.5. Taking Fresno hitting the road, giving up 13.5 at New Mexico under 60. Boise at home giving up 41.5, but they are playing Portland State under 68.5. Kansas State giving up 6.5 at BYU over 49.5. Hawaii at home minus 7.5. Northern Iowa under 48.5. Log on to Brad's Bad Bets on YouTube to find out where my money is going and how you can win big money today. Good luck.